Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to Cause and Effect Volume 2, a collection of music I made with some of my favorite artists this past year, and of course some hidden gems I kept in a stash box. I go by the name of Proud Cause, and it's an honor to be rocking with you. I appreciate all the support from y'all. It's truly been an incredible year. For now, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the vibes.
Like check. We're using the AirPod today. Can't get that other mic to work. It's rock and roll. All right, so first thing I'm going to say is I don't like this low. This range here has a poor return to zone. Very poor return to zone. So I'm kind of inclined to look for a short. But I need to take a look at these. I'm a little late. I got back from the gym a bit late. And see, we didn't take this low. I have problems with this. But see, Soul, I don't like the high. Looks like it needs to take that again. Those look weak. Oil, I was kind of expecting a deviation. What the hell is this? Oh, never mind. We gapped down. Never mind. We'll come back to that. That's not a problem for now. I need the ETH. I'm sorry I haven't said good morning to anybody. It's because I'm late getting on and I'm trying to get caught up here. Yeah, ETH is not out of the woods as far as I'm concerned. See, I'll have to consider a long out of here and a retest. Hmm. This looks more bearish than I was expecting. Hmm. Yeah, that looks more bearish than I was expecting. All right. Yeah, good mornings to people. Morning, Josh Parr, Jay Takaoka, one, Jason Z Seminar. Moment of truth time. Man, I'm trying to think if I would have longed that had I been on the charts earlier. No, no, I wouldn't have. No, no, I wouldn't have. All right, now to the boring time. Caller, if you guys got anything you want to take a look at. Huh, bro, New York's been open for 5 candles. What are we doing here? Yeah, whatever. Whatever, bro. Yeah, that still looks like a whole lot of market order entries. Of course, of course. Hey, top of the morning, Slam Ben Show. Of course, you were long to close it. see that we took this low down here, but I don't like the way that we did it. I don't like the way that we did it at all. But let's back out and take a look at some stuff here. Dude. I would say that was the primary low of this uptrend. Okay, no, it was really just the low of the internal leg here. Just the structure from here to here. Definitely still down to look for a short up here. Guys, I think this price action is going to fall apart. I really do, man. I'm just, the more I look at the way that this stuff made it from here to here, I'm not happy with it. This low should have taken that low. This low should have taken that low. This low should have taken its prior low right here. Something. This is becoming unbelievable for some sort of breakout above primary market structure. Okay, primary market structure's up here, but it's becoming unbelievable. And yeah, so I would imply that we should, based on, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we may swing this range. Just the more I look at these charts. Soul slightly better here, actually. Due to this, hold on. Due to this, and this. Soul actually looks a bit better here. Virtual was at an interesting 4-hour spot. Let's go take a look. No, I have major problems with virtual here. Oh, I mean, unless you're talking about it being in an interesting spot for a short. I mean, let's take a look. Is that a deviation? Maybe. Maybe. Go on the daily. No. 16. Missed that 16 OB. But here's what I'm worried about is you've got 1, 2, 3 to take your swing high. And I know it's not outside the deviation threshold, but I have to wonder if this is a break. Let's go take a look at this low. Okay, no, that is the low. It's a nice low. I will give it that. That is a nice low. We have another dip below that low. This part looks pretty weak. This part does not look weak. Yeah, are you looking at this on the 4 hour as a 4 hour like break? What's your thoughts here? Actually, you broke four here internally, but that already hit its order flow objective. No, I'm not. I'm legit. Yeah, God, this is gonna be tough, man. Because if I look at a short up here at the range high, I have to ask myself, what does the return to zone look like? And we have a purely vertical approach so far. So I'm not seeing, you know what I mean? Like it's just straight vertical. Um, so I'm not really feeling, where's WAP? Okay. So continuation, this is a good area for continuation. Be like way later today when we get to it. Might be a no trade Monday, man. Yeah, but short may not be until up there, honestly. Let me take a peek at oil. We got a double gap on oil here. That's likely to get filled. I don't remember the last time I saw this where you had a gap and then you gapped below it. Well, dude, there's like a little, yeah, there's a good chance that I'd say it's far more likely that in the next 30, 45 minutes, there's not going to be a trade on the table for me. So whatever you guys want to talk about, let's talk about it. This low doesn't make any sense, man. Come on, it don't make no sense. Soul might give the answer before anything else does. Feels weird not having the mic right here. I'd feel better about measuring the range that way if it had actually achieved the 50%, like especially if it had come down and hit this demand and then rolled up. I'd be more inclined to measure my range that way, but I don't have a range between here and here myself. Clever place to look for it, though. I think I would look at it more like you're more like the local range. What can we make out of that? So we did our initiation, set a high, pulled back, failed that high, came down, broke some structure on testing demand. Makes me a bit more concerned for long side of demand, I gotta say. So we're retesting VWAP right now. We're probably retesting Orb. Is that Orb? Oh, this is Orb, huh? Where's this Orb? This is Orb. Cute. This shit's a shame because it's like I'm not shorting into this. 68,000 68,000 virtual open in that candle right there. I mean, even more open here, but we're already below that. So we're trapping breakout traders here. We're trapping breakout traders here. And obviously we've trapped breakout traders here. Yeah, 1.2% orb. I mean, what we're like on. Oh no, yeah. I mean, we're in and about WAP. I mean, we're obviously retesting demand. We had to lose 1 minute structure to get here. It would sure make me feel a lot better. For a long, it would make do what you're doing right now. Form a high, fail the low, break the high. Let's go in. Let's get long like Donkey Kong. But um, there's some fuckery going on up here. ETH just took internal highs. I smell fuckery here. I definitely smell it here. Definitely smell it here. No, these conditions are not. They're not good for me. I mean, I even if you can give me a 30-second break out of here, I'm much more inclined to believe this. But you gotta give me something, buddy. uh, that what our third whack on the daily high. Oh, we're probably looking at something else. The ETH chart. I bet. Yeah, yeah. You're talking about ETH. Yeah, yeah. Precisely. You just give me no structure, huh? See, like I would be if you didn't form like a double top here, I would have been much more inclined to participate just on the concept of a RIMC, right? I would have been much more inclined to participate, but uh, this is a far better high than this is a low. And so, unless you can give me a low that's as good or better than this high, I'm gonna keep my money in my pocket. That's what I'm gonna do. Look at some footprint charts here. Yo Banjo, what's your schedule like this week? I've got some availability throughout the days where I normally wouldn't. So I'm just kind of curious when we could link up this week. Oh, word. Um, I gotta head down to my typical rigmarole, my typical Monday morning rigmarole. But after that, I'll probably be free. Let's see, 7:30. I'm here 7:30. Should probably be close to finishing up with that stuff by like 9:30 or 10. Um, yeah, so maybe around lunchtime for you or so. Um, Okay, now we got something we can cook with. I don't know if it's going to go our direction, but now we have the ability to form a better low. think it's still wise to expect resistance out of this area. So it may be like, like an hour or more from now. I don't know. Just theory crafting here, guys. And like this transition here is something that I would often sell on a market open, but only if it took this high. Like virtual was polite today. But well, I say that, but then it didn't give that same structure that Bitcoin did up here. ETH, it took some internal highs, but your primary upward structure on all of these is still intact. And so shorting into unbroken primary upward structure, terrible idea. Let's see, like that's not a good high. And so if we form a low out of here, I'm gonna take a bite on this thing. Hey, asshole, don't do that. I guess I didn't really wait for the close there, did I? This isn't helping anything. At least this gap is filled now. should really trade NQ more often. God, the risk reward sucks here. Having trouble laying out order blocks that are good. Jason, send me 3 order blocks that you laid out that were bad. There's a couple tricks I think I can give you that'll make it really easy for you. But I wanna see how you're envisioning them before I start blabbing. There should be follow through already. Come on, man. I mean, rather, if this is meant to do this, there should be follow through already. Yeah. Biggest thing about order blocks is what did it cause? The funk phenomenon. Oh, if you could just let me out of this at break even, sucker. Womp womp. I'm just going to close it. No reason to let it go all the way down to the SL. Well, I have limited time left. So let me know. I was like, the shit thing is I didn't, I got ahead of myself and I did not wait for the close here. And that was obviously a miscalculation on my part. It was just the only thing I saw that made sense to put my hands on this morning. Now watch it go up. See if we can find it. See what's moving and grooving out here. Ape is on a little bit of a climb today. It's getting murdered. Yeah, those couple of shit. Spoil. No. Gold. Nope. Oh well. Had a stinker today, man. These if it causes an internal break, I'm assuming it's bogus. Um, maybe. What up, Mint Machine 212? We all wish we shorted that virtual high, huh? Well, all right. Let's talk about what we can look for next. And let's wrap this thing up. You can look to the bottom of orb, but I would suggest we look for heavy sellers stepping in right underneath this low price, not going anywhere. I'm going to suggest we can look here. I don't really want to take it any further than these highs up here, though. I mean, I don't. It's a shit return to zone. It's a shit return to zone to look for that. It's the first place that I have an opportunity to. We still just have a range here that has taken its highs, taken its lows, and continued its sideways action. Brother, get on the wick. Right, we've taken the highs, we've taken the lows, so we're still just straight sideways. No decision has been made as to whether it can come up out of that value, and no decision has been made as to whether it can come down out of this value. So for that reason specifically, absolutely look for a trade at the low. Let's see shit return to zone. We will start breaking some primary upward structure here. If we lose this low at 64,811, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that should aim us back down to this low. And this one should aim us up to this high. Pretty simple. And then obviously if we break that low, then that's going to aim us back to that low. And that's the next place we should be looking for long. And this is the next place we should be looking for short. Yep. And that's going to be the case for everything. Well, virtual might be an exception. Boom, 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 boom. What a shame to not have structure up here, guys. What a shame to not have structure up here. Absolute shame. Such a shame to not have structure there. Yeah. Look at hype. Okay, I'll take a look at hype. Um, yeah, I fully agree with you, right? Like NQ is dying. Um, look at Soul here. Just literally look at Soul because I think Soul's giving us better information than like ETH or Bitcoin bothered to do. Um, Soul's got these same core lows at the bottom of the range that a lot of these do. Um, you've got like primary downward structure flowing like this. Whatever, even if we're just looking at the structure here. So I think that represents a deviation of that high. And then you have a local deviation and you have poor support underneath you. You have basically no support underneath you. The only support you have, you've already kind of tapped, right? So this could all be the early signs that we're coming here. Um, and yeah, like I was saying, like approach to zone to come off of this low isn't going to look so great. It's just really not going to look so great. You've got your removal of sell side liquidity right here, and right here, and it just doesn't look particularly great. Now let's go take a look at hype and wrap this thing up. Wow. Yeah, just another deviation without structure. Fucking cute. You don't see it? Do you see the range deviation that didn't give structure here? Stake there. Just to connect. All right. I won't tease you anymore. And there's no love in here. There's zero love in there. Um, if you could get a retracement into this candle, I'd look to short its pants off. I don't think you can, but it'd be cool if you could. But notice the lack of structure up here. Or high. No thanks. So again, it's like, yeah, like, I can see this stuff, but um, well, then you just let me guess, you deviated this high and market open. Yeah. Now there was some manner of structure here. It's only like 30-second structure, but um, that was better than a lot of these other charts. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this. Let's get rid of this. We all understand the principle. Start treating this whole area as supply. Brother. We're going to need further structure or the risk reward to that low is going to be terrible. Right. So I think the only way to combat an the only way I have to combat an SL like that is if we form a singular low, we form some upward structure, and then we see that structure fail. That's the only way I have to combat that size of an SL. Um, but yeah, I think we gotta essentially be looking for that on this stuff, right? So this same sort of concept here. Got some alerts for some shorts for later today. Yeah, I would definitely encourage. I'm sure we have some long stepping in here, right? Got a lot of shorts to absorb, but not a lot of longs yet. Um, yeah, we're in the process of an initiation right now. So if we can get a mitigation prior to continuation, that's what I'm looking for on universally across the board at this point. Yep. Rug Puller's finest just seems manufactured to trap lungs just to dump it. That's because it's a paper market. It's a paper market. All right. User KO6HR3NV6P. What's up, man? What's up, man? I don't think I missed calling anybody else out. Yes, paper market, man. Paper market. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for me, man. Start off the week with an L. Now I got work to do. Now I have revenge that must be sought. So I'm gonna hit the road, guys. Have a good one. See y'all later. Love you guys. Rooting for you.